Alright, HBO is serving pure French decadence with The Seduction, a reimagining of Les Liaisons Dangereuses set in 18th century Paris. It follows Marquise Isabelle de Merteuil, played by the rising powerhouse Anna Maria Bartolomé, who, after a brutal betrayal, reinvented herself as the city's top courtesan.
Ni vous, ni Valmont, vous ne maîtrisez plus rien. Vous avez tout ravagé. Et maintenant c'est moi qui viens vous détruire.
Expect candlelit intrigue, whispered scandals, and emotional chess played at ballroom intensity. Directed by Jessica Palude and co-starring Diane Kruger and Vincent Lacoste, this one's promising full-blown costume drama blended with the cold streak of prestige television. The vibe here is like Dangerous Liaisons meets Succession. All manipulation, no morals. It's visually lush and thematically sharp. But some early preview buzz says the script occasionally fumbles its tone between period authenticity and modern dialogue. Still, this one looks like HBO's big November sexy and serious play. If you loved The Great or Marie Antoinette, mark this down. Taylor Sheridan's back with his hard-hat Western energy in Landman Season 2, continuing his deep dive into West Texas oil country. Billy Bob Thornton returns as Tommy Norris, this time sitting in the big chair as president of MTEX Oil, and the man's cracking under pressure. The second season leans harder into moral rot, corporate sabotage, and cartel creeps lurking at the edges of the business. Expect politics, explosions, and Thornton chewing up Texas sunsets one scene at a time.
Embezzlement, insurance fraud, wire fraud.
Oh, God.
You don't even know the game you're playing, do you?
I'm assuming you're where the sharks are circled.
It sounds like Sheridan's classic formula: damaged men, hard choices, and the price of success written in dust and diesel fumes. But even diehard fans might feel the deja vu. Season 2 promises higher stakes, yet risks repeating Yellowstone-style cycles of chaos. Still, if Sheridan's your guy and you live for his cinematic soap operas about power and pain in the modern American frontier, Landman remains one of the grittiest rides in streaming TV. After nearly a decade, we're saying goodbye to the Hawkins gang in Stranger Things 5, the big finale that's basically the Super Bowl of nostalgic sci-fi. The world's gone to hell again. The rifts have torn open, Vecna's still out there, and Hawkins is under military lockdown. Eleven's hunted, the crew's splintered, and the emotional stakes are sky high. This is shaping up to be part cosmic horror showdown, part tear-jerking goodbye to a cultural phenomenon. Expect callbacks, reunions, and, yeah, probably a few heartbreaks. The Duffers are promising epic-scale closure, but the danger here is overstuffing the finale. You can't outdo 4 seasons of hype easily. Still, early teases hint at some legitimately dark tone shifts. Less ET, more Apocalypse Now. Whether or not it sticks the landing, Stranger Things has already become Netflix's legacy brand. And if you've been on this ride since 2016, you've got to see how it ends. Here's a wild card. All's Fair, Ryan Murphy's new legal drama, takes divorce law and turns it into couture warfare. You've got an all-star lineup. Kim Kardashian, Naomi Watts, Niecy Nash-Betts, Sarah Paulson, Glenn Close, and they're playing elite lawyers building a female-led firm in a man's world.
You infertile, career-obsessed. Stand up straight and breeze into that room like a storm no one saw coming.
It's messy. It's delicious. And yeah, it might get melodramatic as hell. Early reactions suggest there's heart under all the glamour, especially in how it tackles gender politics and personal burnout in high-powered careers. The risk, of course, is too many eccentric personalities fighting for the same spotlight. But even if the tone slides into soap, Ryan Murphy knows how to build addictive TV. Love it or hate it, All's Fair is going to dominate conversations, group chats, and your guilty pleasure list this fall. Okay, imagine if Breaking Bad and The Truman Show had a philosophical sci-fi baby. That's Pluribus, the new series from Vince Gilligan. Yes, Breaking Bad Vince Gilligan. Rhea Seehorn stars as an author immune to a virus that infects humanity with happiness. And her job is to save the world from overwhelming joy.
We would move heaven and earth to make you happy.
On paper, that sounds like existential comedy gold wrapped in dystopian absurdity, and the trailer confirms. This thing's weird in the best way. Visually, it's vintage Gilligan. Gorgeous wide shots, eerie calm, and tension under every smile. Conceptually, though, this one's risky. The world-happy crisis could go sideways if it leans too whimsical or preachy. But Seahorn is a powerhouse, and Gilligan's never delivered a dud. If it balances dark humor, heartbreak, and his signature tension, Pluribus could end up being Apple's next Severance. It's definitely the most original show hitting streaming this month. Netflix goes full Hitchcock with The Beast in Me, a moody psychological thriller starring Claire Danes and Matthew Rhys. Danes plays a grief-stricken author whose neighbor, Rhys, playing a real estate mogul with a sketchy past, might also be a murderer. What starts as morbid fascination slides into obsession, drawing them both into a toxic spiral of voyeurism, guilt, and manipulation.
I trusted you a lot.
Maybe I am complicit. But I'm not a monster.
Antonio Campos directs, the guy behind The Devil All the Time, which means slow burn tension, gorgeous gloom, and characters you can't quite trust. Critics are already calling it Netflix's big, grown-up thriller play for awards season. Now, fair warning, this is no Gone Girl. Expect fewer twists, more psychological rot and quiet dread. If you've got the patience for prestige noir and love watching two actors subtly destroy each other for 8 episodes, The Beast in Me might be your next binge. Netflix is kicking off the month swinging hard with Death by Lightning, a historical drama about, wait for it, the assassination of President James Garfield. And no, this isn't your typical stuffy history lesson. Michael Shannon plays Garfield opposite Matthew Macfadyen as his unhinged admirer-turned-assassin. Add Nick Offerman and Betty Gilpin, and you've got a prestige cast that screams early Emmy hype.
You are a seeker, an opportunist,
Mr. President!
and a pest.
Eat shit, I'm a taxpayer.
Mr. President, I'm begging you, tell me how I can be great.
Directed by Matt Ross and produced by the Game of Thrones showrunners, this limited series is dark, textured, and surprisingly modern in its political commentary. The show promises a grounded look at ambition, delusion, and the flawed systems that let both thrive. It's a power and obsession story dressed in 19th century clothes. Sure, it might get heavy, historical melodramas sometimes drag, but with this cast and pedigree, Death by Lightning could easily be Netflix's most awards-destined release of the year.